Hi, everybody. On YouTube, it's Ace. It's good to see you again. Here we are with another reaction video from CJDACHAMP. It's part 2 of the Shredder trials, the demonic trial of the Tengu Shredder. Should be interesting, so hopefully you enjoy. And if you do, make sure you like and subscribe. But more importantly, make sure you go watch the original video because CJ is awesome. Anyway, without further ado, let's get this party started.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for another installment of the Shredder trial.
Whoops, hang on. It's the screen's a bit too worked there, so let me just redo that. There we go. Okay. Also, you're very welcome. Camia, thanks for being here. I'm silent because hopefully I'll get back. I can chat properly. Me too. Here we go.
Challenger has approached to be judged for the prestigious honor of having a seat at the round table. That next challenger is none other than the demonic Avengers level threat, the Tengu Shredder.
Yeah.
So we ain't gonna waste no time. Without further ado, it is time to continue the Shredder trial.
Now, just a little context into this. If I remember correctly, the Tengu Shredder came out during that same time period of the can you turn it up a bit, please? Of course I can. The Tengu Shredder came out during that time period of like I think the 2000s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like I think it was like the Lost Episodes era that this particular one exists in. At least from the last bit of my memory that I got from this.
Exhibit A.
All right, here we go.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. I now present to you Exhibit A, the Shredder from Hell. Now, the Tengu Shredder is from the depths of hell.
Oh.
Now, I know some of y'all gotta be shook. Because first we talked about an alien, and now we're talking about a demon. I know some of y'all probably thought Shredder was just a human. Well, I mean, the next trial we will be talking about the human.
Okay, so we are talking about that one later.
Though, yeah, get ready to strap in. So to understand all of this, we have to go back all the way to 300 AD. Now, as we can see, this village is burning, and people are running for their lives because they are under attack by a Tengu that was called the Shredder. Yeah, this big-ass Godzilla-looking motherfucker was the original Shredder that came from the depths.
Why does he have grasshopper legs?
And look at it, he is killing niggas out here fighting motherfuckers extra crispy. And this demon just wreaked havoc and destroyed everything in his path. So to stop the Shredder, the Emperor of Japan gathered the 5 greatest warriors in the world. And of those warriors, one of them was none other than the original Orokusaki. Yes, Utrom Shredder stole this whole nigga's flow to gain respect and have a higher place in society. So
not gonna lie to you, I didn't remember the Utrom Shredder being a part of this group of warriors. Didn't remember that. But you know what? Now it makes a lot more sense. Why a lot of people were afraid of him. Makes a lot more sense now. Got it. Got it. Makes a lot more sense.
These great warriors were given sacred armor, and they set out to defeat the Shredder. Now, before their battle even starts, we gotta pump the brakes because look at this shit. That is a whole village over there that has been burnt down.
Yeah, that village is gone.
By my calculations, those villagers are 99.9% dead. I mean, let's be real. It's a demon. He probably snatched all their damn souls. But anyways, the warriors pull up on Shredder and immediately start to get washed. They stood no chance. Look at this.
I'm doing good today, Anne. How are you? Hopefully everything is going well. So let me give you your lovely partner in crime a shout out there. If you need a streamer who talks about mental health and how important it is to take care of it, or just lovely workout stream, you can find P1 Fit right there.
No. Oh. Ooh, grit. One more time.
You could also probably see Anne fly by as a ditto.
Oh no!
You know?
It's not over. No. Yes. Grit. Double win for grit. Oh my
I think this is
god.
that game Kiba was telling me about. Maybe Monster Ranch or something. I don't know. But we're watching CJDACHAMP, the trial of the Tengu Shredder. So here we go.
Shredder winded up his fist all the way to the heavens and slapped that nigga all the way to the Mississippi River.
Ooh.
Look at bro right here. Blood tried to hit him with a mace and chain him up around his tree, but the demon said, straight up squashed that nigga. So the only person that was able to give this demon a fight was none other than Now Saki was actually able to damage him. He was so strong he was able to cut the demon's arm and actually bring it to its knees. So it looked like it was all over. The world was about to be saved. Saki told him, go back to the hell from which you came from, demon! But right before he was about to give the killing blow, the demon invaded his mind, and he started to seduce this man. So Shredder made him an offer. He told him, great warrior, I can give you everything that you desire. Money, power, bitches. Bitches, you say? Countless bitches from across the world.
Not the boot.
So, after hearing the demon's offer, Saki took the deal. He sold his soul. So he destroyed the body of the demon to make it look like he defeated him. But in all actuality, the demon merged with him, and Oroku Saki became the host of the Shredder. So they returned to Yamato, and they were welcomed back with a party by the Emperor and all of the people. So the Emperor is up here praising them, giving them the glory, the honor, and all the glaze. But little did he and everybody else know that the worst was yet to come. Because later on, right after the ceremony, Saki, or no, let me rephrase that, the Shredder came back to Yamato, surrounded by demons, and destroyed the whole place. So, the Emperor? Yeah, that nigga's dead. And over time, he just plunged the entire world into darkness. Nobody could stop this nigga, not even armies. They all failed. He became the world's most feared warlord. And on top of that, he was a Avengers level threat. It was hopeless. This was the Demon King that all the isekai protagonists are summoned to come defeat. So there was only one way to stop this Demon King Shredder. The 4 other ninjas that used to be his teammates had to learn mystic arts so they could ascend to godhood, because that was the only way they were going to be able to stop him. So years later, after they finished training and became gods, they went to confront their old friend. Now, as we can see, the Shredder, or should I call him Oroku Hefner, is having a good old time with his bitches.
The royal penis is clean, your highness.
Until the 4 dragon warriors bust up in his court. So obviously this man Shredder was pissed. He told him, oh, you cock-blocking motherfuckers. We were just about to get to the good part. Fuck you, Saki.
I gotta admit, though, I like the other designs of the Shredder's outfits, though. Like, sure, the original gray one is fine, but I like the idea that that it wasn't just a color swap with the other Shredder-like outfits. Like, they actually gave it a bit different designs and color to at least make it a bit more unique.
You betrayed us, your best friends, all for what, Saki? For a taste of pussy? Oh, don't act like I was in the wrong. Hanging out with you pussyless fools was never going to get me laid. So Shredder attacks them, but the 4 dragons were ready, because with their mystic arts, they were able to keep up with them. So they actually end up knocking this man down. Hell, they couldn't even believe it. So the Shredder decided it was time to release his full power. So this man transforms into a dragon. This was wild. You had to think, oh, these niggas are about to get cooked. But then you gotta
There's the
remember,
Dark Souls
these
bar.
are also gods too. So they transformed into dragon avatars as well. So it was time for the final boss battle with the world at stake. A big ass dragon battle. So the fucking Green Ranger hits him from the back and smashes him in the ground. But this man got up and used super explosive wave, sending everybody flying. The Yellow Ranger got flung all the way into a mountain. Oh my God, look what he did to the Green Ranger. Nigga grabbed her neck and planted her on the ground. Then he threw her so hard it destroyed the whole castle. But the 4 dragons were persistent. Even though they was getting their ass whooped and getting bitch slapped, they kept on jumping them. So then the Yellow Ranger ends up turning into Kung Lao. Nigga threw his hat and it turned into a shuriken, cutting off both of his hands. Then they start using Ki blast to seal this man's spirit. So he ended up running out of Ki for his transformation and ended up falling all the way down to the ground. The Shredder's reign of terror was finally over.
Well,
So the 4 dragons came up with a plan because they knew they couldn't kill him because this man was an entity. Death would not hold this man back. So they decided to seal him so he would never resurrect. So these 4 ninjas ended up becoming the legendary Ninja Tribunal. And their whole purpose was to watch over this man's casket and to train warriors if this man ever resurrected.
so a question I have, isn't like tribunal like 3 people? Like, isn't that what that means? Because I'm like, there's 4 of them. I'm like, maybe it's just a name and I'm just looking too far into it, but I was like, I thought tribunal was like, oh, or at least the origin of the word. Let's see. The word comes from Latin tribunal. The term comes from tribunes, which were magistrates of the classical Roman Republic. Okay, maybe. I'm entirely wrong then. Never mind. I just wanted some clarification.
1700 years. So
Ooh.
everything seemed all fine and dandy. Until his acolytes broke in, stole his casket, and resurrected him. The Shredder
But
trial.
also a question, because I remember, because they basically the Utrom Shredder was possessed by the Tengu Shredder spirit, I guess, and they sealed him away. But how does that really work? Because didn't the Utrom Shredder get vaporized when he tried to destroy the multiverse? That's what I don't really remember about the TMNT during this age, because I was like, how did that make sense if he? Because I'm like, this didn't happen before, because the Shredder survived multiple deaths at this point. So I'm like, where does this exactly fit in? I don't understand.
Exhibit A wrap up.
Oh, that was a short exhibit.
Multiple mass murders, property damage,
Yeah.
multiple attempted murders, criminal mischief, treason of the highest order, war crimes. Exhibit B.
And now we're here in the present.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you Exhibit B, Dark Resurrection.
Okay.
So, as I stated at the end of Exhibit A, the Shredder's mystic acolytes broke into the Tribunal's temple and stole the Shredder's casket so they could resurrect him. So now we go back to present-day New York, and his acolytes are performing the ritual in the Chrysler Building. I know this man Spider-Man mad doing this satanic shit on his turf. So to resurrect the Shredder, they had to recite these words and say it in unison. So using the ancient speech to summon the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, the Shredder arose from the dead, and his body was completely rebuilt into the form of a demon. And his aura was so strong, he blew the place up. So once the Acolytes knew this man was back, they instantly started glazing. This nigga Shredder was on some Roman Reigns shit. The first thing he said out the casket was, "Acknowledge me." Oh, yes, me lord. So Shredder was itching to do some bad things because the man's been sealed for 1,700 years. But also, the Acolytes told him about the Utrom Shredder and how they impersonated him for years. And even though Utrom Shredder isn't here anymore, Karai became the new Shredder. So this...
Okay, so the Utrom Shredder does still exist in this point in time. I think it was just when the council of the Utrom probably just had him frozen on a planet in the middle of nowhere. So this had to have been before the multiverse. Okay.
This man was lit and immediately attacked his acolytes. And bro was yelling at him and telling him, "How dare you let those bum-ass niggas tarnish my name?" Oh, master, we apologize. So the first thing on this man's agenda was to head to the Foot headquarters. And while he was on the way, he decided to cause mayhem. Nigga was floating down the streets and just destroying everything, causing multiple car crashes, blowing up newspaper stands, vandalizing that one statue outside of the Rockefeller Center. And my God, this was the worst one. He let this motherfucker right here burn alive hard.
I mean, he's murdered. Look, 4Kids isn't going to show you the actual murder. You know, they'll obviously cut away from it. You know, it's a kids channel, but also he's also committed much more murder than this. So I don't think he's going to care about that one man. Poor guy, though.
And doesn't even decide to use the door that's clearly right there. Nah, he just blows a massive hole open. So a massive amount of foot ninjas come up and try to ambush him. But Shredder was about to catch 100 bodies in just 5 seconds because he immediately blows up the entire area, killing damn near every foot ninja in the blast radius. And it went so quick, he was Shredder looked at their corpses and said, "You call yourselves ninja? Pathetic. Put the fries in the bag." So then the Foot Clan deploys every single mech that they have to try to stop him. But they failed miserably, getting eviscerated on the spot. And just look at this carnage, bro. They stood no chance. Nigga right here got folded like an omelet. So Shredder proceeded to get all the way to the top floor. And he is immediately met by the elite guard. The same elite guard that put Leonardo in a coma for a week. And you know what he does to these dudes? He uses the force to grab their weapons, then just flings it at them one-shot. The Foot Clan elites got one-shot by this man. Unbelievable. So the last people to try to
that is crazy.
Recon Ninja trying to seal him, but this did not work at all because this man just breaks out of what they tried to seal him in and brutally snatches their souls. He left their bodies an empty husk. So Shredder was losing patience. He yelled, "Karai! Bring your bitch ass out here!" So Karai comes out in her Shredder armor, and she is not having this. She told this man, "Okay, first of all, boo-boo, I'm gonna need you to lower that tone. Rolling up on my turf on some shit. Nigga, who the fuck you think you is? The Shredder?"
I'm a psychologist, nigga. You don't think I can read right through your phony ass?
Newsflash, old nigga, I'm in charge now. So Karai tries to attack him, but bro immediately grabs her and throws her into a pit. And Shredder was feeling himself, yapping at her and saying, "Oh yeah, get on up, you raggedy bitch." So bro grabbed her and threw her across the room again. This nigga did not come to play games, so Karai had to pull out her trump card. She pulled out some holy water and threw it on the nigga, and she actually started pushing him. She had this man scrambling. So
the holy water actually worked. Never mind.
And stabs him right in the gut, and bro falls to his knees, and it looks like Karai's won. But my God, this was some up shit this man did. His helmet falls off, and he just looks at her, and her emotions start to get the best of her, because she sees his face, and she's like, "Daddy?"
Also, now that I think about it, because I forgot about it last time we did the first part, and now it just made me mad again. How the hell is she the Shredder's daughter? I mean the Utrom Shredder, because he's just a small little alien, and Karai isn't one of those. So, how? Because I'm like, I don't think she was adopted in this continuity, so how What kind of weird alien shenanigans was going on here? Give us an answer for it, kids. An answer, please.
Oh, my sweet child. So she comes down to try to help him because she thinks this is her dad.
Oh
He
no.
turns his face back into a demon and just starts laughing at her. She is legit traumatized. And bro just gets up and rips the sword out of his stomach. Nigga said, "Foolish little girl, you thought this weak shit would kill me?" So he turns the sword into a snake and just has it chase her around while he's just watching and laughing the whole time she's running for her life. This is a sick nigga. So then he comes out and drop kicks her, and she ends up running into a pole, and the snake wraps her up. So before he's about to deliver the final strike, he's giving her a choice of, do you want to die by my claws or my serpent's fangs? Choose wisely now. So when he's going in for the kill, she makes a hard read and ducks this man, and he ends up cutting off the serpent's head. So Shredder lost all his patience. He grabbed her and just threw her on the wall. And bro floated up to her and told her, "You dare call yourself Shredder? You fucking fraud. Take this shit off." So he rips off her armor, and then he probably said the wildest line in this entire show. In his exact words, I quote, "After looking at you, perhaps I should let you live after all. You would make a fine slave." Another reminder that this was on 4Kids, by the way. So the turtles finally pull.
This show got away with so much, just so much nonsense for a kid show. Like I remember them having to censor things like One Piece, like the kids' cartoon. Wait, what you talking? Like they censored Sanji. He couldn't have cigarettes. He had candy. Obviously, Yu-Gi-Oh! They couldn't have actual guns. Hey, KG. Instead, they had like what was it? It wasn't guns. They had they were just pointing at enemies. This show's got dismemberment, slavery, people burning alive, people's heads getting cut off. Where? What else does this show have? But also welcome KGN. Hopefully you're doing well.
Pull up with some new mystical abilities that they got from training with the tribunal. And this Shredder has never met these turtles yet. So he was confused. He was like, "Talking turtles? The fuck are you supposed to be, nigga turtles?" So Shredder said to hell with
It still went back to it again. What did you just bring it back? It still sounds so bad.
it. It's time to pull out my ultimate technique.
Okay,
So
man.
this man
All right.
flips up and says, "Domain expansion."
Oh. Ooh. Ooh.
Yes, this Shredder has a domain expansion, and it is broken because his domain expansion allows him to raise every single enemy he's killed from the dead.
Oh.
So all those people he killed,
Domain expansion. Call of the Haunted.
Yeah, he could bring them right back up, along with other creatures from the nether realm. So he has them attack everybody, and they can't do nothing, because every time they take one out, they just rise back up. They were going against an immortal army, but here comes Karai again, but she got a new toy. She got a holy water sword. So she starts clashing swords with Shredder, and she actually ends up landing a hit. But this just pissed him off, because he walked her down and cut her sword in half. So he walked her down and had his undead grab her and hold her in place. So he is about to kill her, but Karai's boyfriend, Dr. Chaplin, shoots this nigga with a holy water blowing a hole in his stomach. But this did nothing. This man was truly immortal. He started laughing and just regenerated. So he looked at her boyfriend and said, "Oh, I get it. Is this your girl, nigga? Well, if it is, congratulations."
He really is Sung Jin Woo. Oh. She's dead.
To be honest with you, I don't know.
Or rather, almost dead.
I don't. She should be dead. dead as hell. So Shredder blows everybody off the roof, and the turtles and everybody got to retreat. This battle was hopeless. They got their ass beat. Karai got put in a coma and lost all the drip. She has no sauce. But you know where she can get that drip back at? She can get that sauce back on CJDACHAMP.com with that 2 million link in the description. She needed selfish plug on the Shredder trial.
That's
Exhibit B
great
wrap-up.
plug.
Attempted
Nice.
murder, arson, criminal mischief, mass murder,
Yep.
assault, vehicular manslaughter. Exhibit C.
All
All
right.
right, ladies and gents, it is now time for our final exhibit. Exhibit C, Hell on Earth. So, after Shredder brutalized and destroyed the Foot Clan in a night, he decided it's time to take over New York. So he makes his way over to the mayor's house. And instead of walking through the door like a civilized citizen, this man decides to break through the roof so he could fly in and assert his dominance. So the mayor was terrified.
Understandable.
Shredder was up here floating and saying, "This is what you deserve for those foolish tax cuts, you fat fool." So he picks this man up and throws him to the side of the wall.
Oh,
That man's back has got to be broken.
damn.
Him so hard, he made a dent in the wall.
Look at the dent in the wall.
He just assaulted a government
Oh.
official, broke his back, and the way his head landed, he probably just gave him Antonio Brown levels of CTE. So it was time for Shredder to enact his plan. He started using his domain expansion to transform the entire city into hell on earth. It was complete chaos. Some people even got hit and got their soul snatched and turned into an undead monster. And to make sure it covered everything, this man transformed back into his demonic dragon form and spreaded out his domain all the way throughout the entire city. And when he was done, he turned the entire city into hell.
Damn.
There is a fucking volcano in Times Square. Look at the Statue of Liberty. What the hell is that? And Shredder wasn't even gonna stop here. He was going to spread his domain across the entire planet, but he needed time to rest before he could do it. So the Ninja Turtles and everybody had to come up with a plan. And that
New Jersey
was
stayed the
to
same.
Avengers. They had to get other acolytes from the Tribunal,
yeah.
Agent Bishop and Dr. Stockman from their shadow organization, every superhero in the city, and Karai with whatever was left with the foot. So they all go to Shredder's stronghold and start to assault the base. So after they had to fight through floors of monsters.
Hold on. I gotta say this though. I'm shocked that Baxter Stockman decided to help them in any shape or form. I mean, I get that this isn't the same Shredder who essentially mutilated him multiple times at this point. I get that, but the fact that, mind you, he still doesn't even have a body at this point. So I figured he was just like, why would I help you? You're half the reason I'm like this right now. Surprised he didn't just go and hide and just like, you know what? I don't want anything to do with this.
Bishop and Dr. Stockman from whatever. So after they had to fight through floors of monsters and kill the Shredder's mystic acolytes, they finally reached his throne room and he welcomed them in because he wanted to kill them personally because all of them were trained by the Tribunal, the people that sealed him to begin with. But before he was about to attack, Karai pulled out some mystic ninjutsu to start draining this man's power. So this actually ends up knocking him down because they finally found a weakness against this man. So this big bastard Hun walks up to bro's body and kicks him and he's like, nigga, you ain't shit. Compared to Master Sherelle, nigga, you trash.
Oh,
Hun
no.
celebrated too soon. Shredder grabbed this man, floated up and told him, how dare you put your lowly monkey feet on my drip, nigga. You should focus on fixing that bagged up ass hairline of yours. So the final battle finally started. Bootleg Superman Silver Century tried to punch him, but got blocked immediately, and bro started breaking his arm and telling him, my God, your hairline's even worse. When did the Vegeta start coming in fashion? And throws him to God knows where. Nigga hit him with the Team Rocket special.
I'm sure he's fine, right?
This man
He'll live.
charges up a massive key blast and blasts everybody outside outside of the stronghold and starts coming at them at full speed on a demon horse with a trident. So this man tries to impale Raphael, but he ended up dodging it, and he ends up getting surrounded by all 8 of the acolytes trained by the tribunal. But he didn't care that he was about to get jumped. Matter of fact, he was filled with joy. He wanted this shit. So Raphael is the first one to attack, along with the bride from Kill Bill. But he throws Raphael in the shorty. Then here comes Hanzo. He gets washed and thrown to the side, just like Overwatch. Garbage. So here comes Hanzo from the other side. But he gets force choked, slammed on the ground. Then he got drugged, hit Donatello, and they both got slammed on a tree with thorns. This man
The strays are crazy, bro.
They get hit by that Wukong immobilized, and you just see him get blown up in the distance.
Oh my god.
So this man just caught like 8 assault charges. And you know what? I saw this comment on my last video. You forgot to mention that these are teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And you know what? You're damn right. So guess what? We hitting that nigga with child abuse.
I mean,
so Master Splinter,
he's not wrong. The show is called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Even though these turtles seem a bit more adult than, let's say, the 2020 TMNT, these are still teenagers just getting their ass beat.
Splinter runs over here and he's grieving over his sons getting their ass beat. And while the ancient one is behind
I'll put them in 7. That sounds about right.
Gets hit with back shots. So the Shredder is looking at Master Splinter, and all hope seems lost. But the Turtles' amulets end up using the power of ass pull, because the spirit of Hamato Yoshi comes from the amulets, and he is wounding this man's soul. All of his evil energy is leaking out of him. So to repair himself, he had to take down his domain expansion and absorb all of that energy and turn back into his dragon form. So Master Splinter had to give these boys a pep talk. He told them, "Oh, my sons, reach deep into yourself on some Bruce Lee shit and enter the dragon." So these boys ended up manifesting dragon avatars just like the Tribunal did in 300 AD. So the fate of the world all comes down to another dance of the dragons. So they start pushing them, but they getting bitch slapped. But Leonardo lands a Kamehameha and puts his ass in the dirt. But this was not gonna stop him. Raphael came in to get a bite just to get bitch slapped across New York and landed on a yacht. Oh, to God, people weren't on there. Then Donatello and Michelangelo take a double facial. Pause.
That's crazy.
But here comes Leonardo hitting him with a kamikaze. I hope to God nobody is in these buildings right now, because if they are dead. So Leonardo ended up taking himself out on that shoulder bash, and Shredder got up and made his way to Karai because she was trying to use that dark magic shit on him again. So he flies down, and the first person he goes for is none other than
fucking knew it.
This man can't catch a break. Hey, whatever, Shredder.
Look, I was telling you, why did he join them? I was like, I knew. It's like, he should have just stayed home. He should have just stayed home or hide or something. And lo and behold, here we go again. The man just can't catch a break.
Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, they always got 2 things in common. Turtles and abusing Baxter Stockman. So he ends up eating this nigga.
Ooh.
Dr. Chaplin.
Well, he ate him. So that's what he did.
Down on Karai. But Raphael and Donatello grab him by the snout. And Mikey comes in with the spear, planting his big ass. And that gave Karai enough time to finish the ritual and zapping all of this man's dark energy. So they start jumping, playing ping pong with his ass. And it got so bad, he ended up losing his helmet and his gauntlet. And that is significant because that makes him a mortal being again. So Donatello comes from the top rope and sits on him. Then after pinning him down, their amulets end up manifesting the spirit of Hamato Yoshi again. So this man Shredder was pissed. He was yelling at him like, "No, I will not lose to some bullshit. This makes no fucking sense." You alright? It doesn't make a lick of sense. But it doesn't matter, because this is on 4 kids. Nani? So Hamato Yoshi jumps up.
Yeah.
Freezes this nigga, splitting him right down the middle.
Again, a kid's show. This man got split in half. A kid's show.
Conclusion. Y'all right, everybody. We now turn our attention to the board of charges.
All right.
My God, just look.
Assault, attempted murder, arson, battery, criminal mischief, child abuse, mass murder, animal abuse. Well, yeah, fair, because they are turtle, you know. War crimes, vehicular manslaughter, terrorism, treason, trespassing, and property damage.
Look at it. Look at it. Absolutely nasty work.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple charges with multiple counts. I think it's safe to say another shredder, another seat at the table. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
This spread is ridiculous. And we still got one more to
Yep.
do. And this last
One more.
he takes hating to another level. So before I get out of here, I just gotta thank y'all for 2 million.
Nice, 2 million.
Absolutely insane. It's still so surreal to me, man, because I had no clue I would get this far. I was just doing this shit in college for fun and voila. But hey, man, I wouldn't take it back. So I love every single one of y'all. And until the final trial, the Shredder trials.
Good video. Good video. Make sure you go watch the original or subscribe to CJ the Champ. Awesome stuff.